Hi, this is Andre Dumit here to walk you through a level 2 use of the GeoXray data integration product here. The scenario is you're using another product. This is Google Earth, and you've been told or you've been to a particular location. You know where it is. So what you're going to do is drop a pin here. Go ahead and label it and place it in the location that you know where you know it is. So you go ahead and do that, and now you've got a labeled pin that you can now use in a couple of different ways. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and save it to My Places in Google Earth. So you see we've done that, and we're going to basically bring it into GeoXray. So we'll go over to GeoXray, log into the system, have the system load, and the way we'll do this is we'll just sort of bring it in through this the document, or actually the feature importer. We'll do the document importer a little bit later, but this is the feature importer. So we browse for the file, and then we're going to go ahead and assign it a category. It says company, which is actually correct already, but what you want to do is select that checkbox, and then we'll link the content to it in a moment. So that was the Sahil Marble Factory. So we're going to go and reload. The system will refresh. We'll go find the Sahil Marble Factory. A point that did not previously exist, but we got it from Google Earth. Someone sent it to us, or we were working in another program, etc. And now we've gone ahead and pulled it up here in GeoXray. So we have some information saying that there's a little bit more detail on that particular entity at a given website. So we go ahead and go to the website, and we're looking for Sahil Marble Company. Here we go, and it's down there on the left. So it does appear that this website pertains to our POI. So we're going to go ahead and add that document. So we go to the document importer. We go ahead and drop the URL in. We identify what type of document it is. We have a document title in there. We want to give it a date. And essentially what we're doing here is providing some backup information, some contextual data around this particular website, which was recommended to us, or it was discovered, or otherwise brought to our attention. So now we've got a website in the system. Now we're going to go through and take a look at the actual point of interest information. Now, it may be that we were provided other information like the website address, or perhaps a description of it. In a database format, we can actually ingest all of this information in volume and fill in the points of, or the different fields associated with points of interest. But here in this case, we're just going to go ahead and fill those in so you can see those. And now we're actually going to link the various content that we've ingested to the points of interest. Now that we've got all of the descriptions in there, which helps link it to content. So let's go ahead and reload it. That allows it to link it to the new content that's in there, the websites, etc. Sahil Marble. We'll go back to Sahil Marble, see what content has linked to it, and presumably we'll be finding the one we just put in there. It's the bottom one. Now there was already an article in there. That's the one we just put in there. There was already something in there tied to the Sahil Marble Factory, which we didn't put in there. It was already in the repository somewhere. So let's go find out what that was about. We go ahead and search that up, and indeed it is about the Sahil Marble Factory. In fact, it has some nice pictures there, etc. So some discovery opportunities here. Information that's already in the database tied to points of interest allows you to really get a sense of what it is that's here without even knowing the names of things. You can simply go along and geo browse. And here's the other article that we put in ourselves, bringing that point in from Google Earth. So the next thing is we're going to take a look at that article, and we're going to rate the veracity of that. We're going to mark it. We're going to rate the source reliability and the credibility of the actual information contained in there. We'll have selected something of particular interest, include that as a nugget. We're going to go ahead and submit that to our mission folder for this. And then what we want to do now is export that as a KML file and make that available for use in other programs. And we can export a single file or multiple files, etc. But what's different here is we're not just exporting the file, but we're exporting all of the information that's been added to it, including an article that's tied to it, and our assessment of the article, and information about who assessed it, etc. So we've brought this back into Google Earth, where it started, essentially. Now, however, you can see that the article Global Development Alliance database is now associated with this point of interest, and so is all the other information that we added. And you can see how we're able to share quite a bit of information here in this format with other people who may be interested in understanding more about a particular place or location or area, etc. And it links back to the actual article, making all of that information available in Google Earth and other types of programs. So we'll go back and we'll zoom out of this area. We've got a good handle on the Sahil marble factory now, and we're done with that. We can essentially, using this capability for ingesting and adding value and then exporting, you can take all the information in a given area and all of the content that's associated with it and make that available to other users of imagery and folks who are interested and responsible for regions, geographic regions of the world. Thanks for being on this tour.